If you guys are looking for some cheap coins on FC25, make sure you check out MMOEXP.com. Their link is down in the description. They're fast, cheap and reliable, and if you use my code REMA, you can get yourself a lovely 5% discount. So, what's up guys, it's Ash here and welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now in today's video guys, we're going to be looking at some 4-1-2-1-2 tactics that I've made, the narrow variation. I know there's going to be loads of people clicking on this video and one of the first things they'll say is this is a 4-3-3, not a 4-1-2-1-2, but obviously you can just set your tactics in the team management thing, which you can see to the right. So we've got some 4-1-2-1-2 tactics that I've made, just been messing around with the new tactic system. I've tried a lot of different variations using like false backs, wing backs, attacking wing backs, and I think I've finally settled on something I like. Now you're probably looking at this team thinking, what on earth are you doing? That's terrible. And yeah, I do agree, but I'm just having fun with this game and this account this year. I'm not going to spend any money outside of the points that I'm given at the start with the Ultimate Edition. And I'm just going to build teams I like, whether they are meta or not. So that's going to be fun for me. I don't really care. You know, this team's not great, but I'm having fun using it because I'm a Chelsea fan. So with all that aside, guys, let's get into the tactics. I do just want to give you a warning. Not everybody's going to like these. They might not be absolute meta. Who knows? Because this game's very fresh. All I know is I enjoyed using them, and I was getting some results as well, even with this team. So I like them. You guys might not, and that is fine. You know, we're all experimenting on the game at this stage. Not everything's set in stone. The absolute meta has not been found out, and I'm kind of glad about that because the game does get a bit boring then. So moving on to these tactics here. So there's a code you can copy if you just want to copy them without anything else. I don't know why the code's not there. It usually is. But yeah, so for the actual tactics, we obviously use the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. I have my build-up style as balanced. This is just so like there is that balance when we are attacking. We're not always having to force the counter-attack. We're not always playing super short passes. We can kind of just mix and match whenever we want. So I've still found balance to be the most enjoyable for me. Short passing, though, has been pretty good when I've been using like false backs and things like that and just really keeping it tight in the middle. But balanced has been the most balanced overall. I'm currently using a high defensive approach where we do have that higher defensive line. Sometimes there's pressure on the attackers, but it's not crazy aggressive. I always enjoy defending like this. I don't like being camped inside my own box all the time. So high's been fine for me, but you can just adjust this to whatever you like. You can obviously manually do it as well, but I just use the preset on high. Now, the most important thing is obviously the player role. So without the ball, it just sets up as a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, and some important information about how we do the instructions is, I'm sure a lot of you are aware, each player has roles, role pluses, role plus plus. So obviously role plus plus means a player is fantastic in that role. For example, advanced forward, they might have advanced forward plus plus. Ideally, the types of instructions you're using, you're going to want to get a player that has the plus or plus plus, as you will get the most out of them with that instruction on, essentially. But obviously I'm just using a Chelsea team, a really cheap team. I don't have a lot of coins. I'm currently waiting to open all my draft rewards and stuff for my RTG and maybe upgrade the team, get like a Palmer or something. But yeah, the point is you want to get players that have the role plus or the role plus plus in that position ideally. So for my two strikers, I just have them on advanced forward and attack. So the reason we have them on advanced forward is because it just means they're very versatile. You know, they can basically do a bit of everything. Sometimes they'll run in behind, other times they will, you know, come short for a build-up and stuff like that. So you get a lot out of them and they just do a bit more of everything. For example, though, what I was on about, Nicholas Jackson here has a false 9+. So essentially, he would be much better in the role as a false 9. But obviously, I don't want to use a false 9 right now. I want to use an advanced forward. But so you get my point. You do want to get role pluses, role plus plus, but it's not all that. It's not super important if you just want to try it out. Anyway, the same is obviously for the other striker. We have them both on the same at the moment, just so we can get a bit more out of them. Now, for the cam, we have them on Playmaker and Balance. You can see Neto actually has 2 exclamation marks here, so he's completely out of position. He doesn't really have any benefits of being in this role. You know, he's going to do it to a basic level, but like I said, I don't really care at this point. You know, I can still get a feel for what, you know, works and what doesn't. So, Playmaker, so that they, you know, are the creative player, they are the cam, they're the player you want everything to go through, ideally. So we just leave them on that Playmaker role and also leave them on the focus of Balance. You can maybe do roaming if you want, but they might get a little bit lost. For these two centre mids, I have them both on box-to-box and balance, so they're basically going to be up and down the pitch, doing a lot of everything. I really do enjoy this. It's really chaotic, a bit like Chelsea in real life. There's a lot going on. It's not super boring, and you can score quite a lot of goals. So I have them both on box-to-box and balance. Now, for this DM, I'm going to come back to in a moment, because we have both of our fullbacks on the attacking wing-back role at the moment. This is because the 4-1-2-1-2 is obviously a narrow formation, so we want to get that extra width. So obviously you can see in-game, when we have the ball, this is what it looks like. So we have these wing-backs here, Cucurella and Gusto, giving us that width. So we've got a really nice narrow block in the middle, but we also have some wider players out here to help us out wide as well, to give us that width. So attacking wing-back and balanced, I don't have them on attack because I think it's too much, but this has been really nice. You know, it's provided a lot of good width and given us a lot going forward. I did also experiment with wing-back, but it had an issue when I'm about to show you with my CDM in a moment, where my players wouldn't make the runs in time for my CDM to play like the long ball and stuff like that, but I'll get onto that. So I have attacking wing back, but again, you can change that if you want to. But yeah, I've been really enjoying it. So this DM here, Enzo Fernandez, you can see when we're on the ball, we have our fullbacks, well, our wing backs, really far out wide and going forward. So essentially, we'd only have two defenders here. Now, I actually just have Fernandez here as a deep line playmaker. So sometimes he'll drop in between those two centre-backs, not as a centre-half, but he's like just in front of them here, you'll see, as a deep line playmaker. This is so we could maybe get up the pitch and then, you know, play the ball back to Fernandez, who could then play a long ball out to, you know, Cucurella or Gusto or even Felix and Jackson. So I really like this because, you know, when I really need to, you know, stretch out the attack, I can just play the ball to Fernandez, who's deep lying, and then play that long ball because he does have that long ball plus as well. I did also try him on centre half, but I didn't really like it. There was quite a big gap from the midfield to the defence. So like when we did get turned over, I didn't even feel like anyone was present there to stop it. So I think deep line playmaker has been a bit better. Now you're looking at this because these are the instructions. It is very aggressive, very attacking. I do get that. You will probably concede some goals. I definitely do because obviously I've not got the best team, but I've been having a lot of fun with it. So if you guys want to give this a go, please do. I've been really enjoying it. And yeah, we're going to go get into a game with it now. Alright, here we go. So we have to actually manually activate it here. I keep forgetting how to do that. There we go. So now we've switched to that formation. I keep forgetting to pick Chelsea's kit, which is really annoying because I've got the whole team, but not the kit. But yeah, you can see already Cucurella and Gusto are flying forward. So if I want, I could maybe like play the ball out here and then just, you know, switch it out. So that's why I like having that deep lying playmaker in like Enzo Fernandez, because I can really just dictate the play through him here and play the ball out wide. And Jackson! Yes, get in. Early goal, just like there was in the West Ham game earlier. Do love Nicholas Jackson, I have to admit. I say no. Good ball through the middle. Here's Neto. I couldn't get the touch. So you can see, when we do get counter-attack, there is a bit of a problem. It is quite open, but you can quite often just recover it if you're skilled enough, which I wasn't there. I've just conceded, but yeah. Well, in Gusto. Go on, Drewsbury Hall. Unlucky. Pen! Thank you. Well done, Caicedo. Ref points to the spot. Penalty given. I still suck at pens, by the way, so this definitely isn't going in. But we'll soon see. Oh, we actually scored it. Nice one, Enzo. Oof. Knock it down. Well done, Neto. So I would say to properly utilise these tactics, you do need to be somewhat defensively capable, as often, you know, if you lose the ball when you're in the attack and your wing backs have committed forward, you can be really open and you have to know how to cover that. which you see I didn't do correctly for the goal that I conceded. But for the most part, it is just really fun, really really free flowing, and you do just get like a lot of chances and stuff on the ball. Ping it. Come on, Felix. And they keep moving the keeper, and they never learn. 3-1. Look, you can see there, like, the wing-backs just fly, man. Even on balance, they do give you a lot, which is really important in this formation that can be super narrow. Made the run forward. Nico Jackson! Oh, close. Again here, this is probably another good example, but our players are actually getting back quite quick. That's the thing, if you can just hold off for even a few seconds when you get caught out, your players do get back very quickly. So it's not like always the end of the world, but you do have to be careful for it, definitely. Again, you can see Gusto quite far up the pitch, and it's just this moment here until everybody gets back. And then you can see not as much of a problem. Jackson. Cuckoo. Oh. Well done. Ah, try. I don't know if anybody's having this problem, but sometimes when you go for that chip through ball, it just does a ground one, like if you don't hold it long enough. I don't know if anybody else is having that issue. Oh, come on, Dewsbury Hall, you suck, man. Oh, okay, maybe you don't. Correa giving us the width again. I might actually just try and swing this one in. Oh, let's bang this. Gusto! Oh, what a rocket. It's a brilliant goal. Oh, wow. He's definitely going to quit after that one. And there we have it, boys. We actually won the game. So yeah, that's essentially the tactics, guys. I hope you guys do enjoy them if you try them out. Hope you have liked the video. If you have, please be sure to drop it a thumbs up. Sub to the channel if you are new, and don't forget to turn on those notifications. And yeah, with all that aside, guys, hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out, guys, and take care.